Good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome back once again to Fat Cat Collections. Got another great product for you folks today, and this is by Lumary. Lumary is an LED lighting company that I've been working with now for probably about, I don't know, a couple of years off and on. Recently, since we're getting closer to Christmas, they've been sending me a lot more products. If you haven't checked out the video I did on the awesome ceiling cans or recessed lighting or really kind of flat lighting, do check them out. They're a great way to add some LED lighting to your home without having to put in an actual ceiling can. You do have to do some legwork to get these things installed, but they really put out, one, a lot of light, and if you get the RGB version, a lot of fun colors. So check them out. As always, these links are in the description of every single video. So today, I got one of their wall washing lights. So these are awesome. They do come in a 4-pack. You get the transformer and the wired control box, but they are Wi-Fi capable, which is really the only way to use stuff like this. And what these do is basically they're just a long light bar. You get 4 in each kit. You cannot expand them, so if you want more than 4, you will have to buy 2 packs and plug them into 2 separate outlets using 2 separate control boxes. You have a lot of flexibility with these. So what do you mainly get? Anodized aluminum construction. You do get a light shield, and this is great that they put this on because a lot of times, one thing I found a little bit difficult, depending on where you live and how your landscape is set up. Sometimes I want to these are for wall washing light, right? Wall washing a wall with light. So they don't have to be used outside. I am going to put these outside, but it's really kind of cool if you have kind of a situation where you have plants growing and you have a little bit of room between the plant and the house, so you can hide lights behind that and kind of direct them up at the house. You don't always have to go with RGB. Sometimes it's just a nice warm white looks fantastic, but it's a great way to add some cool light to your backyard. Sometimes they look really cool kind of shining up at trees. These are specific to washing a wall with light, right? So you're going to get a nice wide beam pattern. These are also designed to, if you are going to use these, sort of like to use a lot of the different colors and the chasing colors. When you put these in line, they kind of direct the light in such a way that they kind of blend together. So let's say you have a blue and red chasing lights. It'll chase from one light right down the light to the next and continue on down the strand, which is pretty cool. The shield is amazing because if you're going to mount these somewhere where you can actually see the light, like they have a picture mounted, you'll see it when you click the link, where these are mounted next to a walkway or a patio, and the light is being directed up at the house and plants. In this case, they didn't have room behind the plants to put these, so they put them next to the walkway. And that's great because one thing that's really annoying is if you have lights in your backyard, but you can actually see the lens, it becomes uncomfortable hanging out there. You want that nice warm ambiance. You want that nice warm kind of diffused glow without actually seeing the light. So it's great they put that shield on. This will allow you to put these in different places where normally with the other lights, it might have been kind of annoying, right? My Amazon devices are going crazy right now. I have no idea why. All right, so what else? Again, nice plastic lens on this. It diffuses the light very well. And you do get, again, the transformer, and you get the wired remote. This is something that I probably won't use, but they are kind of handy if, let's say your phone's in your house and you want to go outside and turn these on. You can just press once and it will turn these on to the last default setting. You can press this button over and over again, cycle through the colors, cycle through some of the different modes, but I find it easier just to use it as a power button. I think they should have made it just a power button. What's kind of nice though, not everybody has a smartphone, so if you want to get these and just use some of the basic preset color combinations, you can do that. I'm not going to demonstrate that, but to turn it off, don't do what I did and factory set them, because if you press and hold, you will factory set these. You'll have to reconfigure them to your Wi-Fi. So just 2 presses real fast, and it turns them off. 1 press turns them on. So now that they're on, I'm just going to demonstrate a few of the functions, and I will come back, and my plan is to create a Google Drive or upload some pictures to a Google Drive with some of these cool products, because what happens is I review them in my office, I eventually install them in the backyard, and then I never really go back and do a video. So I'm going to really try to, you guys see it, get excited about it, and you can't really see what I'm talking about. But again, you can get the gist of it. So on the app, you have a color wheel, and then of course you have, when I first installed this, I thought I did it wrong. See all those different blue dots? So each one of these corresponds to each light. So in this case, we have 4 rows, 4 lights, and you can change the color of each LED. So each bar has 6 lights. So if I want to make one half red, half blue, I want to make one rainbow, you could totally customize it. I'm just going to kind of cycle through a couple colors here. We have the red, super bright. I don't know, you guys probably can't tell that by the video. Orange, yellow, green, kind of a teal, blue, and then a pink. If you want to go through some of the, you can also do warm whites. So we can go to like a super warm light, or we can go to a cooler light. So these don't necessarily have to be used in the garden. You can use these in your shop or your garage. And I'm not really sure where I'm going to use these at. I think they're going to go in the backyard, but you guys know I like to have my garage kind of like a disco when I'm out there working out, the lights flashing. So we will see. But being that these are designed to be used outside, I feel like I'm kind of wasting if I use them in the garage. So let me move on to some of the scenes. So these are crazy. So I don't know if you can see this one here. Judging by the video, it's kind of hard to... Sure, I got this turned around. And you have to orient them right. So you see that blue chasing to red. I was going to show you one for purpose of the video. This is very police-like. I don't know which one this is. Let me just see what mode this is. Yeah, so I don't even know what mode this is. And that's kind of something I find a little annoying. On the app, like that one just kind of went in. It just started doing that when I went to. Let me just go back to color. Let me see if that's just like a default color. No, so it's obviously one of the settings. We have sunflower, ocean, which is pretty cool. It's got like a blue and white, kind of like waves, blue sky. And we have all different kinds. We have moods. We have festival. This one's called Thanksgiving. You know, I mean, these are kind of. I don't know, you know, I mean, they do the best to name. Like, this is Valentine's Day, which I don't see how that even relates, really. Christmas, see what Christmas looks like. Yeah, so multicolor, just flashing. So they do their best to kind of name these. Here's one for reading. Super kind of like bright white light. Work. Relaxation. Late autumn, like a yellow. Winter sun, just like gloomy blue. Then you could color, scenery. So again, it gives you a whole bunch of different ones you can kind of cycle through and try. Or you can make your own custom. And then you can, I haven't really messed around with that too much yet. Mainly with these things, I tend to use them just as standard basic colors, right? I prefer just like blue, white, that kind of stuff. So, but let me just turn them off. You can set them to music too. And then you can also set them to... Looks like you can adjust the light strip length, and I'm not sure. I think that means, let's see. I think that means if you adjust, let me just turn them off for a second so I can continue on talking to you guys here. All right, I think adjusting the strip length means if you have these suckers set up, because obviously we have, you know what, about 5 feet between each light. I think if you have the light strip length set up to the maximum length of the entire strand with the lights, you would change that setting, because I think it might alter how the lights jump from one to the other, but don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure. But very cool lights, excellent quality construction as always with the Lumary products, and they put out tons of light. I'm really excited to get these set up in the backyard. Other than that, just so you guys see a little bit about their app, music, I guess you can set these to different music modes, jazz. I'm not sure what that actually means. Let me just turn these on here. So, testing. So they kind of flash. I'm not sure what that actually does. But, yeah, normally music mode, you don't select different types of music. But I guess these are probably like just preset, like kind of color options where, hello. Yeah, so they're kind of preset as I'm talking. It's kind of jumping around. Kind of cool. Experiment with it. Have some fun with it. Spectrum, let me try that one. Testing. Yeah, it's like bouncing around different colors. So they're all, I mean, pretty, go back to this here. They're all pretty similar, but, and then of course you have, let's see, I don't know what the plan is. Looks like you can set timers. They always, I don't know what it is with Lumary too. The way they describe schedules is different per product. So they need to fix this. This should just be called like schedule and select when you want it on, when you want it off, and for how long, you know, and what color option, that kind of stuff. But again, they at least they have that. For me, I just like basic kind of settings, on or off. So you can do that. And again, the different scenes and the different colors. So overall, pretty cool. I'm going to install these today, see if I can find... Sometimes I'm a little bit impatient when I want to put stuff up, and then I stare at it for an hour, and then I can't figure out, so I come back to it like 6 months. So we'll see. I'll try to get these done. If I do get this done soon, I will create a Google Drive folder and link that in the description of this video so you can actually see what I did with it. Maybe that might inspire you in your backyard or your home. So keep in mind, these can be used anywhere. Like, you don't have to use these. You can mount these on the bottom of your bed. You can mount these to the inside of your house, your garage. However you want to get creative with them, you can. They are 48 watts, 16 million colors, 2200 K to 6500 Kelvin temperature, 3200 lumens. These are fantastic. Definitely, I would say something to consider. Again, even if you want to add light inside your house and you look at different floodlights, I'd consider these over them. I've had floodlights that don't have this wide of a pattern. So they really do a great job at washing the wall with light. Right now, you have a $20 off coupon. They're $175. Pick them up while you can. A little bit more about these. They say these are advanced RGB AI and plus WW. This is just where companies confuse me. These are basically RGB, right? Anything RGB generally means you have whites, you have colors, right? The AI thing, I think this is something that companies are just kind of using now. There's nothing AI about these. Nothing at all. AI, if these were an AI type of light, and this is just an example of what my brain comes up with. If you had something AI, it would detect, like, it would be able to determine, hey, it's a bright sunny day, I'm going to adjust the colors based on that. Or I'm going to match the color of these lights with the sky. You know, something like that, where there's the artificial intelligence thinking about something with the lights. So it doesn't really make any sense. They have a 120-degree beam angle. Again, it's they say it's excellent choice for achieving full balanced wall illumination, which is ultimately what you want. You don't want kind of hot spots. You want this to kind of flood the wall with light, right? Multiple control options. These are smart home compatible, so if you have the Amazon Smart Assistant or the Google one, you can actually say, hey, turn on this, which I use often. And you have the dynamic RGB AI effects. It says display multiple colors simultaneously. Each wall washing light is divided to 6 segments. It has nothing to do with AI. They are 6-segment LEDs. So that's really cool. They're smart, super smart, but not AI. They have IP65 waterproof, they call them. I always like to say water resistance. I've had many lights over the years that were waterproof, and in 6 months they're fried because they got wet and they got damp on the inside. So it's always good to try to put these somewhere where they're a little protected, but you know, they're really meant to be outside, so we'll see how Lumary holds up. And of course you have a 6.5-foot heavy-duty power cord. I wouldn't say it's heavy-duty, it's just a standard power cord. 3-prong for US, and it says here 180-degree adjustable mounting brackets, and it can be mounted ceilings, hung anywhere. So garage, wall, whatever. However you want to get creative with these, you can do that. And it says the wall washer light can not only recognize music on your phone, but also recognizes and syncs the light with music rhythm from outside. So that's pretty cool, because what I find annoying about some of the other Lumary lights is that when let's say you turn them on, you want them to beat to the music. Some of them only beat to the music through your phone speaker. And that's annoying because depending on your phone, if you switch over to a different app like your YouTube Music, it stops syncing to music. You have to have the app open. So with these, it looks like that these are going to, I guess they probably have a microphone built into, let me see if I can see anything here. Maybe built into the control box here. Possibly. So we'll just have to kind of put that to the test here, but it just says you need to set it in local mode or app, and then lighting effect will change to be to music or surround sound. So not sure if that's actually correct. That's a little misleading, because if they're using the phone's microphone, they will kind of react to whatever sound. It doesn't have to be music. So not sure on that. We'll come back to that. But anyway, awesome product. Absolutely love them. I'm going to go mess with this right now. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, do not hesitate to ask. Thank you, Lumary, for the generosity and collaborating again with Fat Cat Collections. Look forward to featuring more products. I really kind of want to make my backyard like a Lumary testing ground, right? So we'll see if that comes to play. But thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day and take care.